There are major cities across the country where gun violence is absolutely the driver, where it is absolutely increasing.
President Biden turning his focus to the rising tide of crime in America. One part of the plan, the Justice Department will deploy so-called strike forces to crack down on illegal gun sales. The strike forces will deploy to these 5 cities where crime levels have surged. But the problem extends far beyond these 5 locations. A recent analysis of more than 36 cities nationwide found the murder rate has spiked by 18% this year, and that comes after a 30% spike in 2020. In Detroit, authorities are investigating the deadly shooting of 2-year-old Bryson Christian, who was in his family's truck driving down the highway when police say 2 gunmen now charged in the case pulled up alongside them and opened fire, thinking it was someone else.
It was a mistaken identity of a car. An innocent family shot at by somebody too reckless to know who it was they had a beef with.
President Biden is also expected to promote community policing, focusing on building better relationships between officers and the communities they serve, following a year of unrest in the wake of George Floyd's death and other police-involved shootings. It all comes as Congress considers a police reform bill, and as departments across the country come up with new ways to train officers.
The Delta variant now accounts for 1 out of every 5 new cases here in the U.S., and health officials say vaccines are key to stopping these variants and putting an end to this pandemic.
Concern growing over the Delta variant, which now accounts for about 20% of all new cases here in the U.S., the numbers doubling every 2 weeks.
Good news, our vaccines are effective against the Delta variant. We have the tools, so let's use them and crush the outbreak.
The Delta variant reported in at least 47 states, already appearing to spark outbreaks in areas with lower vaccination rates, responsible for half the new cases in parts of the Midwest and West.
What we're seeing now are the patients who are coming in who don't think that they're going to get sick from it, who aren't mentally prepared to make life and death decisions of do they want to be intubated, do you want CPR if your heart should stop.
This, as scientists say, the Delta variant is already mutating. A new Delta Plus variant being seen in India, health officials watching to see how quickly it spreads. Health officials say the key to crushing the pandemic? Young people. Right now, only about 1/3 of 18 to 24-year-olds have been fully vaccinated, but that age group is currently seeing the country's highest rate of cases, tied with 25 to 34-year-olds.
The reality is many younger Americans have felt like COVID-19 is not something that impacts them, and they've been less eager to get the shot.